Well, there's been a lot of requests, I guess you could say, to have a behind-the-scenes how do we do BSGcast and Your Geek News.
It's a pretty crazy process, highly secretive.
But not very glamorous.
Actually, no, that's a lie. This is something that pretty much anyone can do these days if you have the right software and the ability to, or the patience to learn how to do it. So.
Mostly patience. Ability doesn't really come into it at all. I have no talent or skill whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see, I don't know
time.
if you can, that this is a green screen behind me, so you'll be able to check out how,
basically how we composite the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, if you take a look at this, here we have Nat on a green table with a green screen behind her. So basically, that means we magically cut out everything that's green, which is why we have these ugly chairs in the background now. Those are new. If you've watched the show for a while, you'll notice.
We used to have much less
obvious
and black chairs.
Yeah.
And they're kind of ugly and gray now.
Definitely. Now, you'll also notice there's a heck of a lot of other stuff going on in here. This is the production space for some of the other shows that Nat and I work on. Television shows, other web shows, all kinds of stuff. But this area here, all these goodies, all you see before you is ours. So now what we're going to do is basically set up the camera so that you can see down here where my foot pedal of a remote control for the teleprompter that basically gives us our speaking notes, and in this case it's the BSGcast. We'll set up the tripod right over here so you can get a good idea of all of our lighting conditions and what it looks like from behind the camera.
Excellent time today.
Alright, so that's essentially how the production side of this thing works. As far as shooting and what our studio looks like, that's about it. I mean, right now it's really
I guess you
echoey.
kind of missed out on the whole setup aspect, which is another, I guess, part in itself.
You know what? It's putting things where you see them. Which, in our old studio was pretty fun because we were constantly tearing it down and putting it back up again. But now with this kind of space, we just leave it the way it is. So
all in all, a lot of the magic happens post-production, which is a lot of what Matt does afterwards. But I mean, this is behind the scenes, guys. This is what you get. This is what we do. And
you know what? I think I'll do another one of these tomorrow. That has
the post-production aspect when Matt's
sort of how the
editing,
edit
so
works.
you can take a look at that and
yeah, that'll give you a bit more of a big picture. That's about it. So I guess we're gonna get out of here. Maybe turn the heat back on because
Matt wants some burger.
The heat is loud. That's a good trick. If you're ever shooting at home, turn your power off. Everything you can. Unplug your fridge, turn your heater off, all that stuff, because it gives you a really loud hum. What we've got in here right now is a pretty bad echo.
Yeah, you don't really want that usually either. You probably want some sort of insulating factor so that the sound
is
doesn't
deadened,
bounce
essentially. Yeah, you want what's called a dry sound. We just got this studio, so we're still sorting out putting up.
And it's one of those things where it's a wonderful, wonderful gift wrapped in a bit of a curse because we have a huge space, but that means
sounds like that. Yeah. But anyway, thanks for watching this, and hopefully it answered a few questions, and we'll answer a few more.